I see where y'all went with Inside Out, but
Yeah.
how are y'all going to get away with this? Like, these are like, this is something adults need to know. Like, how are y'all going to make this palatable for kids?
Questlove has been quietly building up acting credits. The thing is, you wouldn't know unless you knew. But there's no denying him on his most recent acting gig. He voices a character in Disney Pixar's Soul, a highly anticipated animated film streaming on Disney+. He also tells us a little known nugget about how he and his hip-hop band, The Roots, were able to slip a little Philly love onto a Shaquille O'Neal rap track. We chat.
The Sixers and the Lakers were going at each other in 2000, and so coincidentally, the Roots also happened to be producing a song on Shaquille O'Neal's rap record at the time, and so there's a song that we did called "In the Sun," and we were like working on the song in the day, and then he would go beat us up at nighttime and win the championship. And we were seething with anger so much at how disrespectful the Lakers were to the Sixers that I secretly, and I know my engineer is going to kill me for telling this story, we went back to the studio. We were angry, and we still had to finish Shaquille O'Neal's mix. And there's a refrain in the song, "In the sun, in the sun, in the sun, in the sun." And I looked at my production partner, James Porge, and I was like, yo, we gonna change this course to Iverson. And the engineer was like, no, this is ethically wrong. I don't wanna get fired at it. So he like left the studio and we like did it ourselves. So underneath "In the Sun," you hear us singing, Iverson, Iverson. I finally revealed this factoid to Shaq like 15 years later. So there's a photo of him.
That's a really good sports moment. Thank you for sharing that.
I'm petty like that.
Petty LaBelle. It's all good. So now we're here with this Disney Pixar film Soul, which is fantastic. What made you say yes to this project?
Kim Powers and Pete Docter, they finessed me in the greatest way possible. Most creators and producers and directors will run an idea by me, kind of hoping that I'll recommend the right music for a thing. So I thought that at best that this really gut-wrenching emotional pitch that they were giving me was a means of them just asking if I could recommend some musicians that could be in the film, or what music were they listening to at the time. And then at the end, they ended it with, "And we want you to play Curly." I'm like, wait, I'm a character? What? So I didn't even know that was coming. But in hearing their pitch, I was also trying to figure out, like, how are y'all going to get away with this? Like, I see where y'all went with Inside Out, but
yeah,
how are y'all going to get away with this? Like, these are like, this is something adults need to know. Like, how are y'all going to make this palatable for kids?
Is this heaven?
No, it's the great before. This is where new souls get their personalities, quirks, and interests before they go to Earth.
Meet 22.
I don't want to go to Earth.
Stop fighting this.
I don't want to.
And also, like, this is needed. Like, I didn't know, like, anyone was this truthful in Hollywood.
We haven't really seen you get to be Questlove the actor, right? I know you've had a lot of credits, but this feels like a moment.
By my second year on The Tonight Show, I kind of put a feeler out there to my agent that if there's any way possible, I can do like random, unbilled, like just weird cameos. I want to do it. So the very first thing I was a dead body on Law and Order SVU. Just like random, not even like Ice-T pulls me out of a thing and I'm like laying there with a bullet in my head and stuff. And
nobody knew. That's kind of cool. So take me back a little bit. At what point did you really, say acting is something that I actually want to do?
The very first time I did it, I discovered the show, and Aziz had saw my tweet about, I call Parks and Rec the new Wu-Tang. There's a bit that me and the RZA do on a Parks and Rec extra that wasn't on the air, but in which Rashida Jones and Amy Poehler are like auditioning to be in Wu-Tang, and it's kind of funny. So yeah, once that happened, then the floodgates just opened, like, you know, Lucas Brothers and Family Guy and all this other stuff. So,
you know, your birthday is coming up. It's on Inauguration Day, and it's a special birthday for you.
January 20th.
January 20th. And you were very engaged in the political process this year. In your hometown, Philly, was the deciding factor. How does that feel, and how do you plan on celebrating in 2021?
Well, first of all, I'm mindful for the fact that we're still in a pandemic. Yeah. So I'm not going to throw a blowout 50th. I will live life to the fullest. I want to make sure that I can see a 60th and a 70th. So I'm willing to sit this one out for the greater good of not risking other people's lives. And yeah, as far as my city of Philadelphia, I couldn't love them any more than I do right now, and I'm very proud. I'm glad I'm still a Philadelphia, even though I'm in New York. All my taxes still go to my city, so I voted in Philadelphia. So I'm very happy and proud.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for chatting with me today. I do appreciate it.
Thank you, Kelly.